Hey, this is Tony from bluebutterflycreations.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you a very quick, easy mini brag book using the Matchbox method. So, the little matchbooks. This design was originally by Karla from Sweetwater. It was a kit that I got. I'm cleaning out some things that I've been doing. So I decided to put it together in front of the video so you can see how to make one yourself. So my kit came with this nice lemony, limey green paper. It also came with this pink polka dotted paper. So what I did first is I cut my cardstock. I cut a strip to 3 inches by 8 3/4. Sorry, allergies. I then scored from one end at the 3.5 inch mark, right here, so it created a fold. And then from the other end, scored at the 1 inch mark, and then a 1/4 inch in from that 1 inch mark. That creates my matchbox design. I then cut from the same cardstock 9 pieces for my pages that are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then I scored those 1 inch from the side, the shortest side, so it ends up being scored at 2 3/4 line along the 3 3/4 axis here. I then measured and cut a series of these little squares, and these are at 2 1/4 inches. And these I'm alternating on my pages inside, as you can see here. I alternated them in between, just give it a little something different. I took the first one, that's going to be part of my first page, and I stamped it with this friendship definition stamp in black that I got at AC Moore's. I stamped that in black, and that's going to be adhered here on the first page. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off my adhesive and do that. Like so. I have another piece that I cut at 1 1/4 by 3 inches. This is actually going to go on my front cover here. But before I do that, I'm going to put this aside. What you're going to do is, along the 1 inch section of the cover here that we made, you are going to punch a hole that is 1 inch in from either side and 1/2 inch up from the bottom. So there's 2 holes here. Then, from there, you're going to measure 1/2 inch from the edge of that 1/4 inch seam here, and 1 inch in, and punch another hole, 2 holes. So I have 4 holes here. This is where I'm going to be threading through my pages using twine. Now what I've done is, for me, it was easier to thread all my pages at least once through, so they're all connected. I'm then going to take my twine and pass it through the cardstock, and this is a little tough, so I'm going to get out my toolkit. I'm going to get my needle. I'm actually going to use my needle to punch this down through so I can hopefully grab it, because it's not threading very well. There we go. There we go. Down through. Then I'm coming back up through the back side here. In that second hole, I'm going through all my pages. And I'm doing a few at a time, make sure I'm in the right spot. Like so. Make Making sure I'm not losing the other end of the twine here. Passing these all through. Bring this up, wiggling a little. Wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Going through all my pages, almost to the end. You can use ribbon instead of twine. I like how it made kind of a rustic look. It's also what came in this kit. Again, this kit was a kit I purchased through Sweetwater back in 04. So now it's 11. So it's been sitting around here at my house for a while. Just hadn't gotten to it. So now I'm taking the thread back up through that 1-inch flap. I'm going to pull this off. Thread my other end up through like so. I'm pulling it tight. To punch the holes in my pages, I just aligned them inside along the 1/4-inch top here. Made sure they were centered as well as possible, and I used my piercing tool here, and I just poked down through to mark them, and then took them out, and using my eyelet tool here to punch the holes for small eyelets, I punched the holes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my twine, and I'm just tying a simple knot. I'm going to tie it again. It's a square knot. Make sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't move around. There we go. And then I'm making a little bow over the square knot. Like so. So then I'm taking my cover and I'm tucking it in that flap for now. And I'm going to take my friend's sentiment. I'm going to peel my adhesive off. And I'm going to adhere that to my cover. I like it right there. So there is a very quick and simple matchbook mini album using just 2 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. One of cardstock, one of pattern paper, and a little bit of twine. I have my pages with my sentiment of what friends are, and then for all my pictures, stickers, and other things I'd like to add. So there you go, and I hope you have a great day, and thank you for joining me at bluebutterflycreations.blogspot.com.